Lady Sif, the raven-haired shielded maiden of Asgard, has not seen much battle in the years since the loss of her husband, Beta Ray Bill. She spends her time in Asgard drinking away and only going into battle whenever the Corbinites are in danger. The Warriors 3 and Valkyrie try to bring Sif out of her depression, but fail as she feels nothing but sadness and anger. One day, Sif gets a visit from Tareen as she decides to take a drink with Sif to honor Sif and Bill's wedding anniversary. Sif explains to Tareen that she never felt this sad when Thor was lost. The two explain that their favorite memories that they had with Bill, until Sif's brother Hemdall calls out to her, saying that he needs her assistance. Sif refuses the call at first, but Hemdall explains that someone has arrived looking for Stormbreaker. Sif and Tareen are confused as Hemdall explains that a being with a black sword is swarming through the throne room, killing all the guards. Volstagg, Fandral, Hogun, and Valkyrie attempt to hold off the intruder until Sif and Thorgirl arrive. The being reveals himself to be Gorr the God Butcher, and he asks for the Asgardians to give him Stormbreaker. Sif launches herself at Gorr as the two begin to fight each other, and Sif recklessly swings her sword around Gorr, which he is able to avoid. Gorr disarms Sif and uses his sword to bring to life an army of shadow monsters, which begin attacking Asgard. The Warriors 3, Valkyrie, and Thorgirl go to hold off the army as Gorr begins to vanish away, leaving Sif to either go after him or save the life of a young girl. Sif saves the girl knowing that Gorr has gotten away. Sometime later, the Asgardians begin to learn who their enemy is, and Heimdall explains that for a few months now he has seen gods vanish from existence, and only knows of one weapon that could be used to kill gods, the Necrosword. Tareen is confused on why Gorr wanted Stormbreaker, and the group explains that Stormbreaker is made with the power of Zeus's magic to have it be a different form of lightning. Sif realizes that Gorr wants to use Stormbreaker to hunt down every god and kill them with Stormbreaker, and with Stormbreaker he would be able to do so. The group are disrupted by a guard who explains that Gorr's army has returned. Sif takes another sip of alcohol, but is stopped by her brother, who tells her that the anger he sees in her is the same anger he sees in Gorr. For the next few hours, Asgard fights off against Gorr and his army, attempting to protect Stormbreaker. However, the battle is bleak, as Gorr's forces are relentless. Sif and Heimdall hold off a small group of shadow monsters as they hear the screams of Fandral, who was killed by Gorr. Sif sees Fandral fall to the ground and charges at Gorr and attempts to go for a killing blow, but fails as Gorr begins to resonate with her about Bill. Gorr explains that when he was younger, he believed that the gods didn't exist because they never saved his family, until one day he had an encounter with two dying gods. Gorr killed both gods and with the Necrosword, and he has dedicated his life to killing the beings who caused harm to the universe when they're supposed to help it. Sif asks why he is saying this and explains that he heard of the great Beta Ray Bill and how he was the only god that he truly respected. Gorr explains that he wants to honor what Bill stood for and asks Sif to join him. Sif refuses and the two fight each other with Sif's anger continuing to control her. Gorr pins Sif to the ground and is about to stab her until Heimdall takes the killing blow instead, protecting his sister. Sif holds her brother as Gorr breaks into the vault and uses the Necrosword to infect Stormbreaker. He takes Stormbreaker and vanishes away. Tareen holds Sif as a memorial is held for the fallen Asgardians. Tareen asks what they will do. Sif tells Tareen to go back to Earth and be ready if Gorr ever comes to Earth. Sif speaks to Valkyrie. Then they begin to pack their things as they begin a hunt for Gorr the God Butcher. However, they will need some more help.